Hello guys, my name is Tanner Adkins. I'm the 4-H field specialist for Franklin and Gasconade counties, and welcome to the first 4-H Project Pointers.
Hi, and I'm Brenda Humphrey. I'm your YPA here in Gasconade County, and we're going to show you a few things this evening. Now is the time of year when our 4-H project members are getting young or new animals for their projects. 4-H project members, it's important for you to know what is normal for your animals and to note any signs of stress or illness so that you know and can recognize these and catch them when they're early. This allows you to make changes in the animal's environment or, if necessary, to have a vet health check. You need to know what the vital signs are for your livestock, and today we're going to learn about respiration, pulse, and temperature. So, for respirations, on any of the animals, you can watch the rib cage here along the side of the animal, and you're going to be able to watch and visually see the animal take each breath. So you count the number of breaths up to 15 seconds and then multiply times 4, and that will give you the number of respirations for your animal per minute. Your vet's going to want to know this information when you call them if you have to check in with them. For pulse, you're going to want to check the heart rate. And with that, you're going to want to use a stethoscope. You can get a cheap stethoscope for your animals from one of the local livestock catalogs, Valley Vet, Jeffers, whatever. And you put that right behind the animal's left front leg, and you can along the rib cage there, and you can get the heartbeat there on that. And again, check the amount for 15 seconds and then just multiply by 4. The next thing is temperature. If the respirations are up, the temperature is likely to be up as well. Probably you all know that with livestock, you're going to have to get a rectal temperature, and they make really cheap digital temperature thermometers for the livestock. The one thing that I would like to show you, you can buy these at Walmart. The problem is for livestock, especially cattle and horses, you definitely need to have a little notch on the end where you can tie a cord, so that a string, so that if it would go in too far, you still can retrieve it back. Those are the things that you need to know there. Part of your 4-H project is going to be to look up the answers or to check with your local veterinarian to be sure what the respiration, pulse, and temperature should be for your animal. Because young livestock, such as pigs and such, the piglets will have maybe a different core temperature that the livestock veterinarian wants them to have versus the adult animals. So do please check with your local vet on that. Now, another thing we want to talk about is just doing a visual health check. The important part of that is you're going to check each day, each time you go out to feed, and check and make sure the eyes and the membranes on the eyes and nose are all clear. They're not snotty. There's no discharge coming out of them. The gums should be pinkish. If something looks wrong, you should check the gums. Make sure that they're pink and not inflamed or anything. Check and make sure the hair coat is all good. And then from there, you're gonna go and make sure that there's no diarrhea going on with your animal. And then you're gonna move on down to the legs and hooves. You wanna make sure that the animal is bearing weight on all 4 legs and that it is comfortable and standing comfortably and everything. If it has, if it's a horse, or whether it's horse or cattle, pigs, sheep, they all have hooves, and they can get, cracks in them and stuff and get an infection in there. So you do want to check the hooves probably once a week. Now, I'm going to show you another way that you can take the pulse on an animal, like a horse or cattle. The cattle here, you're going to just slide your hand down right here, a couple fingers along the jawline, and just like you would like right here, and just find the pulse. And then again, count the amount to 15 seconds, and then multiply by 4. If you would have an animal such as a dairy goat, I want you to be aware that even if you're not milking them, you could have mastitis. So do be aware of their udder and make sure their udder's in good health, whether it's dairy goat or dairy cow. Sheep. We have a lot of sheep owners in this county. We all expect for our lambs when we get them to look like this. Occasionally we'll go out one day and the lamb's going to look like this and cavorting and playing around, and then the next day we go out and it looks like this, but it still looks okay. Unfortunately, we get home the next night from school and our lamb looks like this. What do we do when the lamb looks like this? I call the vet, because I'm going to be taking the vital signs on it while I'm calling the vet, but I'm going to call the vet because I'm pretty sure that this animal is in distress. So you want to do that. Again, to review, we want to just make sure that our animals look like they feel healthy, that they're in a nice dry stall and a good environment for them. And we want to, it's our job as 4-H members and as the animal husbandry people for these animals to make sure that they're healthy and clean.